Okay, I got 7 o'clock. This is the Farmington Town Board meeting for August 27th, 2024. We have no public hearings tonight, so have our pledge of allegiance and yeah, you lead us tonight?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight we have Councilman Herendeen, who is not necessarily absent. Approval of the minutes for August 13th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. Any corrections, comments? All in favor? Aye. Privilege of the floor or public concerns? Any privilege of the floor or public concerns? Anybody online? Privilege of the floor or public concerns? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to standing committees. Public Works.
Yeah, down at the wastewater treatment plant, we received 2 quotes for a panel on the north final clarifier. There's a pretty big discrepancy, so they're gonna be going through those. We did have the roofer out and repaired a couple roof leaks. Unfortunately, the next rainfall, we found a couple more leaks, so more roof work to be done down there. The UV system down there, Bank A, they've been fighting a communication error. They did replace a driver rack for that bank and they did correct that error. We've got 1 bulb to fix on that, and then that bank is completely good to go, and we got some work on another bank. They've been out with lift station maintenance. They were at 3, 10, 13, and 28, and that'll be ongoing. Now can read 540 meters remotely. Still working on lead and copper inventory, and they've been doing topsoil and blacktop repair. And we've got 2 resolutions we can discuss as they come up in the agenda. Highway and parks, equipment maintenance as always, roadside mowing, removed a drive pipe on Payne Road, cut some tree limbs over by Hook. They've been helping Victor pave, they've been doing topsoil work, and then there's a long list of roads that have been getting paved here in Farmington, and they've got 1 more left end of this week, hopefully. Parks, again, mainly just ongoing mowing parks, trails, ball fields, striping ball fields, striping crosswalks, Pumpkin Hook Park, new playground, that has arrived. So they'll be getting ready to tear that out and get ready for the new installation of that. And the parks guys assisted with some flagging for paving projects. And Highway's got 2 resolutions. We can talk about those if we need to look them up.
Hey, Steve, on operations.
That's operations met this morning, 7 resolutions, we can discuss and pick them up. Continuing work on the TAP sidewalk grant. The pedestrian and bicycle bridge, there was a little delay in that. It has been now approved by the DOT. It's been ordered, but we're looking at approximately 6 months on delivery for it. So in the meantime, they are pouring the footers in the foundation for the bridge to be set on. So once it's done, it can pretty much just be set in place. That'll be done. The contractor is continuing their concrete work and finishing pouring the concrete. Once that's done, they're going to start the restoration around the area of the sidewalks and repairing blacktop across driveways. Ag Advisory Committee is still waiting a draft overlay district map. We're going to have that to them at their October 8th meeting. Town staff continues working on updates to chapter 165. Hopefully have that for the next year. Parks and Rec Master Plan Update Committee, their next meeting is gonna be on September 9th at 6:30. Anyone is welcome to attend. Is that gonna be online live and then also posted to the YouTube page later on? What's going on with that? Code enforcement director don't have their reports, and the only thing we're dealing with right now is several of the large projects that we have that are in the works, possibly are now gonna be held up because RG&E says they don't have gas or electric form and is looking for the developers to make millions and millions in contributions to it. So that's the delay now, and I know they've reached out to Senator Helming for the state and Congresswoman Tenney. See if there's any assistance. There was allegedly a bunch of infrastructure money sent out, which doesn't work.
Thanks, Nate. Reports of other town officials, supervisor. The town budget process for 2025 is nearly complete. I want to thank all the departments for their input. The town budget should be completed by September 6th and presented to the town board at our next meeting, September 10th. Ron and I have a meeting tomorrow with the town of Victor to discuss future recreation ideas, including can we share a community facility. As Nate mentioned, I have also reached out to our local political leaders to bring their attention to our RG&E letters that developers are getting, requesting millions of dollars to upgrade gas and electric in parts of Farmington, as RG&E claims they do not have the funds to expand the services here. The Ontario County 2025 budget process is also in full swing. We have a day-long budget finance meeting scheduled for September 19th to finalize the county budget. And that's all I have. Tim, Highway and Parks.
I don't have a whole lot to report. I did get a hold of Don Call at Regional International today. The adjuster has been up there to look at that truck, so that is moving forward. I don't think it's gonna take a while, but hopefully we can get that truck back before winter. And the only other thing would be up to Farmington Grove Park. They installed the light poles up there and they are operational. So they will be on tonight.
All right.
Out driving around at dark tonight, to check them out, see how bright it is.
Somebody complains to you.
So they did have a little remote there and I guess it says the instructions aren't too clear on it. So most of them aren't even in English. Somehow you can dim the lights. They are dimmable.
Okay. And then we'll get hold of Adam and have him come on.
Yeah, so get the cameras in up there and put one on the pole down the playground. And there's some coverage there.
Great, great. Thanks. I'm Clerk, Michelle.
I have nothing.
Water and sewer, Robin.
It was scheduled for a pour for the new brickyard tank. Today at 3 o'clock and they canceled that and it's gonna be tomorrow morning. And I also spoke to Jim Fletcher today about the road and what he would like to have done out there before winter time.
Good. Want to make sure he was aware of it. Building and zoning, Dan.
Staff has been very busy, with the hailstorm damages with permits and, inspections with that. We appreciate all the support from the clerk's office handling all these permits coming through right now. As of today, from August 1 to today, 529 permits for the month, which is a record-setting number for our department in 1 month to handle. So, and we're not even to the end of the month, so it's been quite the influx. With that being said, another issue has arose with Monday being a holiday. Usually no work in this town per our code. We have a lot of contractors in from out of town that probably doesn't realize that that's an issue. I'm looking to see what this board would like to do about that.
Yeah. As much work is going on, I don't see how we can notify all the contractors, and even if we had 3 of your guys out driving around the town.
And if somehow you notify 75% of them, then they're gonna be mad at the other 25%. We did get a hold of them, they're gonna be doing work. I think if what's going on out there, I think it's just gonna have to be, if work is done, it's done.
This is primarily the damage, the work being done for the damage. So,
Siding and
Yeah,
roofing,
right.
so.
I mean, it's kind of an unusual circumstance.
I mean,
Gotta get done, because they're gonna be behind anyway.
we have done on other holidays, we have allowed, I know Veterans Day and Election Day, you guys have in the past allowed people to work. As long as they didn't need inspections from us.
On a labor on Labor Day, I think.
Good point. So normally we do resolution, we'll just enter into the minutes that we've agreed to waive the requirement and they are allowed to work on Labor Day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for bringing that up. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Ed, planning board.
Certainly, coming up on the 4th, we have the Fowler Family Trust. That will be put off until the ZBA makes their decisions on the variances. Next item is Sky Solar. We approved the seeker. We now are looking at the special use permit. Hopefully, we'll be able to get through that at the next meeting, then move into preliminary site plan after that. We have the final site plan for the DeHollander, lot 4. We have the Quaker Meeting House Museum project on, and that's pretty much it.
On very business topics, very businesses and topics.
Yes, a very, very, between Fowler and Sky Solar are just themselves, you know, and then some more traditional ones, so, but, yeah, Sky Solar is going pretty well, actually, I think it is anyway. Seeker's done. That's important, and then we get the special use permits done and then get into site plan. And, as long as we get the right documents and stuff, you guys should be seeing, hopefully, before we get to the final approval, the decommissioning plan and the maintenance and operations plan for your review, as well as a bonding, on this one, so, you know, it's gonna be important to maintain that, for future solar projects, because you know there'll be more, so it'll be interesting.
Right. All right, thank you. John, Director of Planning and Development.
Yes, the county, the sidewalk project is winding down with the pouring of concrete by Heinz Concrete. They should be out of here this week with all of the sub areas that they've done. Then it's into landscaping, blacktopping the driveway aprons, and figuring out what we're going to do over there on County Road 41 with the red barn and the protection of the slope there. The Sky Solar project, as Ed alluded to, gave the planning board reading material for the weekend, 104 pages of reading material. MRB, as you said, does continue working on the overlay district, and we'll get that to the Ag Advisory Committee as soon as we can get there. And we finally have received word from the owner of Farmington Commons that they're going to be sealing the parking lots and restriping and putting up more stop signs and trying to address the speed of traffic through the back of the plaza. So with that, the town ops report was posted today on the website for everyone's reading pleasure. That's it.
Thanks, Ron. Bill, town engineer.
Yep, MRB has been working along with the town and updating the sewer and the water district mapping in accordance with the comp plan. Some of the goals for this year, Brickyard Road tank, we talked about that, that's ongoing. Things seem to be going pretty well there. And then we are evaluating the low bidder qualifications for the recent water main job that we bid for Matencia and Colette Road and Route 332. That's been ongoing. We've evaluated the lowest couple bidders, and we'll have more feedback for the town between now and the next meeting.
Okay, thank you. No question tonight, nothing on recreation, agriculture advisory committee, no.
Yeah, as mentioned, our committee has finished the language portion of the overlay district. We've got a draft, we've got a little more map review to do, which we will finish at the next meeting in October. This overlay district takes a pretty novel approach, in my opinion. I haven't seen anything else from around the state that takes quite the same approach to farmland protection. It basically makes the town a steward of a valuable and limited resource, the soils of the town. So I think that sort of creates the legal basis for it. I am filled with trepidation over this thing. On the one hand, I think it takes a logical and limited approach to guiding the conversion of land to development with the eye of minimizing damage to farmland. People, large landowners who don't thoroughly understand it, there's a danger it's going to look like a taking. And I would tell you, we do not have complete consensus on our committee about this zoning. Close, but not full. So I hope the board has read the draft. I hope you are reading our minutes, which is full of riveting discussion as we wrestle through this thing. But I guess that's it. It's coming. I think it's going to be slightly controversial. And, there's going to have to be some judgment used if we think this is the right approach or not as a town.
Right.
Questions?
Any questions? Ralph?
My understanding of the main purpose of that is for certain classified, I think 1 through 4 soils. Once the third subdivision of a specific property is started, it just triggers a review process to see if we're doing it in a way that conserves as much farmland as possible. But my understanding is the landowner is not beholden to that decision. They can still subdivide in their proposed fashion. It doesn't force them to do that. It just says, why don't we make sure that, is there a better way to create another lot, a building lot or a subdivision to preserve as much farmland as possible? But if the landowner says, I don't want to, then that's pretty much what happens. It's just, let's have the planning board look at it to see, let's not chop up 20 acres in a way that now it's largely unusable. Is there a way to subdivide what we want and still maybe maintain 10 or 15 acres of tillable soils? Unlike what has happened with parcels in the past, where unfortunately the way they're divided, there's an acre or two that could be farmed here, an acre or two that could be farmed there, that maybe they don't connect, they don't get their ag exemption because it's not enough land, you can't do a combined acreage for an ag exemption. Which is what we've been trying to avoid with certain subdivisions, but ultimately, I believe there is no imperative on the landowner to follow those guidelines. It just asks for a review to see if there's a better way to do it. If I believe that's my understanding of what the conservation district's intent is. It's not a mandate on the landowner that they have to do this. It's let's review it and see if there's a better way to do it, but ultimately it's still their decision.
Yeah, I think that's essentially right. The mandate is the review. So yes, now Ed's going to be the arbiter here.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I maybe not fully clear on how much authority the planning board will have to say yay or nay regarding a given plan. I get that. Some of that probably will come out as if it gets implemented and it starts to be used. I think essentially your synopsis, Nate, is correct. It's which, as they say, makes it as least onerous as we could, but yet still try to get the effect. I will tell you that this is a farmland protection measure. It by no means assures farm viability in the town. I mean, we're protecting a resource that is necessary, but not sufficient for farm viability in this town. We're going through a year right now where people that are growing corn and soybeans are not gonna cover their costs. And those are years that drive people out farming, and that's really what's taken over in this town, as dairy is left. Grain farming has, at least in the conventional sense, is what's happening in the town. We have some niche things going on as well. So it's a land protection more than a farm viability measure, in my view.
Thanks, Al. Good conversation. Thanks, Nate. Communications are on file. Reports and minutes are on file. We're going to go to resolutions now. The first one, resolution authorizing the confidential secretary register for the firm learning system for certification in the exam for a total cost not to exceed $1,280. What's my mic, my name? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Here's a resolution authorizing waiving the Beaver Creek Park Pavilion fee for the Victor Club Scout Pack 67 for their family picnic, September 7th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Recent resolution authorizing a partial release number 2, letter of credit established for phase 2A portion of Hathaway's Corners and Center zoning project in the amount of $250,022.73.
So, second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Any questions there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fourth resolution authorizing a partial release number 3 from the letter of credit established for phase 2B of Hathaway's Corners and Center zoning project in the amount of $123,404.47.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 is a resolution authorizing the town contribution to the HSA in the amount of $1,750. And that's for employee Daniel Wesson. Fort.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. Any questions there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 6 is confirming resolution authorizing a mid-year increase for Susan Schaefer in the amount of 32 cents per hour effective August 18th, 2024.
So,
Second.
Moved by Nate, second by Mike. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 7th resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a professional services change order in the amount of $6,500 from SWBR for construction documents and bidding phases for the renovations in the lower level of the town hall.
So move.
second.
Motion by Mike, second by Nate. Any questions there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 8 is a resolution authorizing the town board to approve the closeout paperwork for North Road water main replacement phases 4 and 5.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Nate. This is a long time coming. We're glad to close that out. There is some money left over to go on other water projects. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 9 is resolution approving the change order GCO 3 in the amount of $26,371 for Farmington Road Park Site Improvement Project.
So,
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Any questions on that? All in favor?
Aye.
10 is a resolution authorizing an hourly wage increase for Jennifer Goodell.
So move.
Motion by Mike, second by Nate. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 11 is a resolution establishing a letter of credit for the Creekwood Townhouse Project Phase 2 Intel Crossing. That's in the total amount of $637,399.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Mike. Any questions on that new project? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Proposed resolution authorizing the hiring of an assistant code officer, enforcement officer.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 13 is resolution authorizing waiving of development fees for the bridges for brain injury. This is for location 1111 County Road 8.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Again, that's resolution is the way development application would include the building permit fees, highway permit fees, planning board fees, zoning board fees. Does not include engineering fees if they get to that phase. All in favor?
Aye.
14 is a resolution authorizing payment to Synthos Fire.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Steve, that's a confirming resolution. All in favor?
Aye.
15 is a resolution authorizing Tim Ford to attend the 2025 Fall Highway Conference.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
16, resolution authorizing the job title change for George Marshall.
So moved.
Motion by Steve, second by Nate. And this puts him in as a wastewater maintenance assistant. All in favor?
Aye.
17 is a resolution authorizing the budget amendment in the general fund debiting a 2725 VLT revenue and crediting a 1440.4 engineer expenses.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Steve, that's in the amount of $35,000. All in favor?
Aye.
Right. 18, resolution authorizing the advertisement for bids at the Farmington Town Hall lower level renovations.
So moved.
Motion by Mike, second by Nate. Any questions on that? Yeah. Bid open for September 25th at 10 a.m. All in favor?
Aye.
19 is abstract 16 of 2024 to pay the bills. General fund, $148,787.48. Highway fund, $109,695.70. Sidewalk capital project, $1,890. North Road capital project, $20,819.04. Elm Park improvements, $188,739.25. Retention water line, $2,625. Water tank repair, $327,928.92. Route 332 in Colette, $2,625. Storm drainage, $3,331.87. Fire protection district, $222,215. Lighting district, $2,397.86. Sewer district, $121,392.52. Water district, $39,571.45. Payroll deductions, $7,972.26. It's a total abstract to pay the bills, $1,199,991.35. Motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Any extensions or corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. No training tonight, under 100. Anything for discussion? We do have waiver of the rule and the objection for waiver of the rule for one resolution. Hearing none, the resolution authorizing the renewal of the second final pump at the wastewater treatment plant. That's not to exceed $9,500.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that ends the resolutions. Anything else to be brought to the town board's attention at this time? Any public concerns? Okay, with that, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Wayne, all in favor? Aye. 7:30.